but
Nick,
it was funny.
you're mine now, bitch.
You know, it's amazing to me that they don't do shit.
You always get like
Now
that.
they're like trying to.
Hand jobs under the blanket. Hand jobs under
No.
What? No hand jobs under the blanket?
No hand jobs under the blanket. I want to see 2 hands at all times. It's the rule.
Oh they come,
my
I already
God.
heard him. I hear him.
I know.
I hear him coming for us. It's time I told you everything.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm just going to say, I'm going to start this out by saying Amber has already told me that she's voting for evil. If I need honesty from you, because there's a good chance I could stay. There realistically is.
I will tell you what I'm voting at the end of this discussion.
Okay.
So.
But I need it honestly, because the thing is these votes are much like Carol's. Carol almost had votes to stay.
Yeah.
She realistically could have, but it was the fact that once one person broke down, and like I went to Zach and told him I wasn't probably voting for her anymore. Like I was honest with everybody, so that it ended up the way that it did. So I need you to be honest, because I'm going to need you to talk to several other people and tell them, yes, I am genuinely voting for Joe, if you are, to stay, because those votes are contingent just in the way that hers were. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm going to need that from you. I'm really close. I need your vote and one other, and I'm in.
Okay.
That's it. And I'm pretty fucking sure I can get Kale. Honestly, realistically. And then.
But you would need me to talk to her.
No. I don't even think I need you to talk to her specifically. There's I would need yours. I talked to Eric. I wasn't really necessarily planning on even talking to Zach, but Zach's made some comments to a couple people close to me that make me think that I might be able to sway Zach. What did Nick say to you?
Nothing. It was not about this week at all.
It wasn't? Okay.
It was just about our plans for next week.
For what?
For, who we're targeting for next week.
Oh. Huh. Yeah, because I think I can make a deal with Zach. Maybe, or something. Approach him. And it depends on Mike votes, too. You know what I mean? Like, it depends on a lot of things. But the thing is I've got 4 guaranteed if I can get the other ones. If not, I've got none.
Okay.
Because I've told the 4 that I do have not to vote for me, to make themselves not stick out, Like, don't vote for me if I don't get these other votes.
Oh, okay.
Don't
Okay,
vote for me if I don't get the other votes, and I'll get back to you for whoever they are, whoever they may be, and let you know. And I'll have the people. I'm not going to come back to you. I'm going to have the person come back to you and say whether or not. Because then if they're lying to my face, hopefully they won't lie to yours. And then that way, at least I'll be honest with you and be like, I've told you this, but I'm not really going to, so that you guys know, so that you don't stick out. That you don't make a scene out of yourself. My whole thing here is that there's no way you're ever going to trust me until I tell you everything. And the thing is, you're going to hate me. This is very difficult for me because, 1, I don't like doing this. And 2...
being honest?
No, not being honest. Because, Dustin, I've been dishonest with you. I've never directly lied to you. And, this thing is, I've never directly lied to you. I've never looked at you in your face and said one thing and meant another. I've never, made up a story or a lie. Like, I've never made up a lie, and been like, I didn't do this when I really did, or something like that. Like, I've never lied about situational. The way that I've been dishonest with you is I do set up traps for you. I have done that due to the past relationship. I did that in the house with the whole, I'm telling Jen this, I'm going to wait to see, so that I can question Dustin to see if he's going to be honest with me or not. I know that you were one of the people who told Jen to put me up.
I don't know, I didn't. She approached me and said, I'm thinking of 4 people. What do you think of these 4 people?
Yes. Well, okay, you and Amber both are brilliant bullshitters on this, where it's like...
No, but that's verbatim what happened.
Yes. But what happened is when she mentioned my name, you said, yeah, I think you should put him up. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. So why did you sit there and try to tell me that I wasn't going up?
Because that was the first day I talked to her. The second time I talked to her, she said, there's no way that I'm going to put Joe up because I'm going to put Nick up. And I said, oh, okay. And I said, are you sure about that? And I said, because it sounds like you're taking a personal vote and you're making that game easier for you, but you're also making it harder for you at the same time. You know what I mean? I said, if you put Nick up, I said, you're going to create more negativity towards yourself. And she goes, she said, I don't care. Yeah. And I said, well, just understand that. She goes, if I put Nick up, Nick will go home because, she goes, I think that I can persuade people to keep Dick. And I said, okay. And I said, and she goes, and I don't want to put Joe up. And I said, are you sure about that?
Yeah.
I said, because if you put Joe up, I go, you'll be saving face with that
and that's
group
not
of
true.
people.
It would have been Zach. Like I am where I am because of you and Amber.
No,
yes.
Absolutely not. Because we pushed the Zach issue, and she didn't bite on it. That is true.
Yes, but when the Zach issue wasn't flying, you both were more than happy to get on board on the Joe vote. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. So don't sit here and try to sugarcoat anything, Dustin.
At the end
because
of the day,
I'm
Joe,
not in this discussion. Please let me finish. In this discussion, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything.
Okay.
So I'd appreciate the same respect from you of not trying to pussyfoot around something. To look at the situation that we have been in and look at the situation we are in with honest and realistic, not any of this. You're not me. You're not me. You're not the master of being able to spin things in your favor. You've never been good at that. Your strength is direct lies. My strength is indirect lies. You can look at me in the eyes and lie to me. I can't look in the eyes and lie to you, but I can not give out information that I know that I have and avoid those type of conversations. Mine are indirect lies, yours are direct lies. One's not better than the other, but they are two distinctly different things. And one is my strength and one is yours. Okay? I knew 2 weeks before that you did. I knew the canoe race that you had cheated. I got so excited when I thought that you were finally going to tell me, but instead you made up some crap about Aaron. Remember in the canoe? Mm-hmm. When you're like, oh, well, maybe it was Aaron. There was this and blah, blah, blah.
No, but that wasn't crap. That was true.
Using the truth to misdirect attention from what the truth really was, and was the fact that you had slept with that guy, and I knew multiple weeks beforehand. I gave you multiple opportunities. I used that time to let other people know that I knew, so that everybody could watch you dangle and sit there and they could watch you bold-faced lie to me. That's how I was able to kind of, when things went down the way they did, people wanted to be away from you for a while. People wanted to kind of some time to think about their relationship with you because they realized that if you could do that to me, they could do that to themselves. That you could do that to them. I waited specifically until you were on your vacation for everything to go down the way that it did so that it ruined your vacation.
Oh, it didn't ruin my vacation.
In LA. It doesn't matter. That was the intention, and, that's what I did. There's no time in our relationship that I ever did anything like that. I spent all of my time caring for you and trying to help in the way that I knew how, and it wasn't until all that came out that this horrible plan was hatched, and there were other little things, along the way that I would do, like times when I knew that you were going out, that you were lying and say you weren't going out. Do you remember when you made Nate lie to me about,
that stupid party?
Yeah.
I didn't make Nate lie to you. I said, I'm going out, and Nate, if you want to handle it, you can handle it. Yeah. I left the decision in his hands. And if he felt forced by those words, then that's his own pussy, The
thing is you've lied to me outside of the house and you've lied to me in the house. And I've caught you both times. And though I haven't done it in the most honest way, there's no way for me to honestly do it because you will still continue to lie until I'm able to call you out on it. Until I set these traps, there's no way for me to figure out ever if you're lying because you're so damn good at it. And that puts me in such a difficult position because I don't want to sit there and try to figure out ways to catch you in your lies. I'd rather just trust you. You know what I